Hi everybody, your State Rep Carol Hall here. Today we had the governor's presentation of his budget. And the first calls I usually get are from the towns and our boards of education. So I always look to the back of our budget book right away and check on all our town runs. And what I mean by that is the aid that comes from the state to the municipalities, which of course really has to be allocated and added to the revenue side of your local budgets, and it affects your bottom line taxes. So here's the good news. Both towns have been kept whole through this budget from the last cycle. So you are going to see actually no reductions in your funding, whether it be Enfield, the funds for the Pequot Fund, which is our big dollars. So the Pequot Fund is a portion that comes to us from the casinos. So for example, Enfield is receiving 1.24 million. Now that's allocated for each year. So that's for this year and then the same allocation for the following year. East Windsor for the Pequot Fund is getting 1.015, which is consistent with last year's increase, which they got because of the casino not opening in that district. We were able to bump that number up for them. So Enfield Town Roads Aid is 511,000. East Windsor's is 263,000. The bonding allocation, which is also referred to as LOSIP funds, for Enfield is 455,000. For East Windsor, it's 115,000. I'm not reading the odd numbers. There are changed numbers in here. For the municipal aid grants are similar in town. So Enfield is 256,875. East Windsor is 295,024. And those have not changed from this past year's budget. Enfield, big news, and we all knew this was going to happen because of the Alliance District. You are held harmless this year. So what we've been saying since last year, you're not going to see a decrease in your budget number for ECS. Your ECS number that you can count on and put in your budget this year is 29,823,645. Exact same number as last year. East Windsor, your allocation, again, because of the Alliance District status, you're at 5,669,122. Now, I'm only reading one number. These numbers are, of course, double for this year and then again for next year. So they're identical for both years. So wanted to give you the good news. Now, I want to preface that with this is the governor's budget. So we still have to go through committee meetings for your appropriations and revenue and bonding. So in that process, they can be adjusted, but we usually hear ahead of time if those adjustments are coming. So it's very rare to see the reductions in education funding. ECS will not be reduced because of the Alliance status. But other allocations can be reduced through the committee process, but we would know that ahead of time, and we're not hearing indicators of that's going to happen. So this is all good news for my towns. Wanted to share that today with you. I will keep you updated through the committee process if anything looks like it's going to change. But right now, great news for Enfield and East Windsor. So happy to bring that to you today. Thanks.